What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where I'm going to be showcasing some of my battles for the first time in a couple days. And this team has been one of the most successful Master League Classic teams that I've been able to find. As you guys know, I'm not someone that's like a super hardcore grinder, so I don't have access to a lot of the best Master League mods, but this team of Groudon, Metagross, and Zarude has been working pretty well for me. You see me, I tried to catch, I was unsuccessful, so I figured I'd shield in case it was something like a Shadow Ball, and it was, so a nice shield there. I'm just going straight for the Earthquake here, because people love to call baits in Master Classic, so boom! Take out the Dialga with the Earthquake. Metagross is a monster. You'll see in some of these battles, I forgot to best buddy it, so a bit of a disadvantage. Always make sure to best buddy your Pokemon when you can. Could be the difference of a few HP, but for some reason I forgot at this current juncture. But later on in the video, you'll see it best buddied. My opponent lets me get to a second move here, which is really nice. They're farming up a ton. I try and combo play here, and I felt like they had to respect the potential EQ. So I actually get this shield, which is really nice. And then they switch into Mewtwo, and to me, this is a huge mistake, to be honest. I feel like they should have just taken me out when they had a chance. But I guess they didn't know what was in back. And yeah, like after this, I just need one fast move. So our opponent, I don't think they played that one the best, but Master Classic is tough, man. I've had, I think more than any other league in Master Classic, I've had so many winnable games that I've lost just because of misplays. We see a Melmetal lead here. They swap in a Dialga, which is like tough, right? Because I want to keep my Groudon on the Melmetal since it's such a dominant matchup, but Groudon's also like my best answer to Dialga. So I build up to the Quake, and I'm going to go for a Fire Punch here. Try and see what our opponent does. They shield. I decide to just Fire Punch you right away to try and chip this thing down. And I'm able to do that. I'm going to try and Dragon Tail all the way down if I can. And then I aggressive swap the last second. Kind of risky. Let's see if it works. So in comes Melmetal. So we preserved our Groudon with some health in case we need it later on. Our buddy Panic is streaming, getting the notification. We shield the superpower. I figured might as well shield the first one. It's going to do the most. But now we're going to be shieldless for Zarude in the back, which is a little scary. Our opponent's staying in, which kind of caught me off guard. I thought they'd definitely clear their debuff by now. But he lets us Earthquake him. And there's a Zacian in back. Zacian. I looked up the anime, and they say Zacian. But I hear everyone in the community say Zacian. So I'm going with Zacian, because that's what Ash Ketchum said. Catch the move here. Close combat takes me out. Nice little catch. So now he's debuffed, which is great for us. And I'm actually going to come in here with Zarude, because he has to double close combat here. I don't think he's going to get there. One close combat's not going to be enough to KO. Does hurt, obviously, but yeah, I knew he would have to double up. And if he somehow got to 2 there, then I could definitely just bullet punch down before he got to another against my Metagross. So just kind of the safe play, reading what you need to do to win. We're able to do that. But yeah, that was a good game there. Groudon versus Giratina. This is why Dragon Tail is really nice for Giratina leads, because we have 2 answers for Gira. And this is why I love having Metagross. Now I've got the best buddy boost. I equipped it finally as my buddy. And I actually throw the Meteor Mash here to like guarantee I get a shield pretty much. Because if I don't throw it right away, there's a chance he just doubles up and I'm going to go down shields. I take the Wild Charge, and now I'm going to commit to a farm down, and he actually didn't even get there. I'm pretty sure he had the move. Yeah, he messed up. You done messed up, AA Ron. Our opponent, they tried to double up again to get to 2 moves is what happened, and then they didn't even get to any move. So they let a bunch of energy go to waste, and they were frustrated about their misplay, so they surrendered the battle there. We've all made mistakes like that. Uh-oh, accidentally went too far back. Bear with me. But yeah, and that was kind of the reasoning behind this team, is I kept seeing the combination King Kong. He's top of the leaderboards recently. Crap, Kyogre, not good. We swapped in oh, this is so bad. So this is a mistake. Swapping in my Zarude here. I should go into my Metagross, right? But I was kind of just hoping maybe he didn't have an obvious answer for Zarude, because if I swap in my Metagross, that's a really comfortable matchup for Kyogre. And then there's a chance, like, I don't even know. There's a chance he just stays in. I end up, like, going down a shield. I thought it might be even worse if I swap Metagross. So at least I get a farm here. There is a Dialga. I'm going straight for the Quake, because I figure he's going to want to save shields for Kyogre. I take out the Dialga. At this point, I thought he kind of had to shield, so I go for a Meteor Mash. And he doesn't shield, like a madman. And now I switch, and like these Dragon Tails are gonna chit. Unfortunately, I don't sneak one in there. Kind of have to shield, even if it's a Surf. Like, don't sneak in one again, so he gets 2 denials. And now this Waterfall damage is gonna be able to do a little bit more than my Dragon Tail damage. So unfortunate there. We made it fairly close considering Kyogre's like the worst possible lead. If I had swapped my Metagross, might have been better, but then I wouldn't have had, then my Zarude would have had no play if he stayed in, so I don't know. And here we go. I was trying to finish this thought before. The thought process behind this team was I kept seeing Giratina, Origin, Zacian, and Dialga teams, so I kind of came up with this team comp to counter it, because what happens is they either like Shadow Ball and dip, or they just dip right away when they see it's a Dragon Tail Groudon. And then Metagross is able to play this matchup pretty comfortably against Zacian. I usually have to shield once, but I get a shield back anyway, and then I will have another move here against the Giratina. And then once they take me out, I'll typically actually come in with my Zarude to tank this, and they oftentimes just blind throw. They just blind throw because they assume Groudon's coming in, so they just blind Shadow Ball. And now there's a Ho-Oh, and I'm like, oh crap. Can I still win this game? I'm not sure. Obviously got a shield. Ho-Oh only has hard-hitting moves. It's an Earthquake. So you want to throw on counts of 3 Dragon Tails if you can. That way I'm only allowing 1 free turn for the Ho-Oh. Earthquake coming in, gets the shield. I sneak in a Dragon Tail, but this move will probably KO anyway. Brave Bird. And I'm just counting. And I get there. And this will definitely KO after the Brave Bird debuff. Bang. And we're looking smooth sailing. So if you do run this team, Ho-Oh is absolutely terrible. It kind of beats the whole team. But sometimes, as you see here, you can kind of play around it. Because we had favorable matchups elsewhere, we were able to still take out the Ho-Oh in the back, and we get a nice 4-1 there. So pretty happy with that one. You'd be surprised. I'd say maybe like 40% of Ho-Oh teams I was able to beat, which is like good considering Ho-Oh just wrecks the entire team, right? But by using like by chipping away with the Dragon Tail damage from Groudon, or being like up a shield with Zarude and getting off like a couple of Dark Pulses, I've actually been able to handle Ho-Ohs decently. It becomes even worse if it's like Ho-Oh and like another hard answer. Then it becomes pretty terrible. But if we have favorable alignment elsewhere, the Ho-Oh can be manageable. How long does it take for a Rise to catch a Genesect? Didn't look like it was that long. 4-1 there. That gets us to 3102. Very nice. And now we're on to the next set. Groudon versus Dialga. You see me building all the way up to the Earthquake because I always want to build up And he catches my move, which is pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. This Fire Punch would have been a lot more useful against the Dialga, because I would have obviously liked to Earthquake the Ho-Oh instead. I threw there after 18 turns. And I chip away the Ho-Oh, which is really nice. And I know that, oh, I don't know about this play, Chris. Yikes. Okay. I guess I didn't want to go down 2 shields, was my thought process. Oh, interesting. I get off the move here. It's going to be really tough to take out that Dialga, though, is what I'm thinking. I was thinking about catching there with Zarude, but just kind of hesitated. Close combat, because, like, how much good does it really do me if I catch a close combat? Like, that's still going to hurt. I take that one. I just Meteor Mash right away. Hoping it was, like, CMP. Oh, man, I should have stayed in. I should have stayed in. Crap, dude. I should have stayed in. I get Draco'd. If I stay in, the Dialga... Oh my god, I could have won that game. No way. I could have won that game. If I stay in and the Dialga panics and throws, I win. But I think in my head, I thought I was going to get Dragon Breath down first. But I don't know. I think I kind of threw that game. Which is always the worst when you throw and you could have won. But it's all good. It was a kind of tough situation. I get a shield, as you see. I'm going to let the first one go because they play rough me, which is kind of crazy. And actually, I'm going to throw this too because they haven't thrown yet. So if you want to get your move off, you're going to have to shield this. And they say, no thanks, I'm going to let it go. Am I going to get there? I was, I think. So they decided to Ominous Wind me instead. Now I'm up a shield and I still have alignment. Oh god, this is a little scary though. A little scary. Just building up some extra energy. I think I tried to CMP here. And my opponent, it makes sense they shield a Fire Punch because, like, what else are they going to shield? They really need the Togekiss. I knew he was going to Ancient Power me, but I kind of have to shield anyway to make sure I get off both of these Fire Punches. Only going to get to one move, so I just threw there. Yikes. I think I should be fine. Gonna shield this. I know it's probably an Ancient Power, but I kind of lost track, so just in case it was like a Flamethrower, I shield. I get the Vine Whip down, and now we should be able to just Dark Pulse this Tina. I didn't think a Dark Pulse would quite one-shot, so I'm just building up. That's the only reason I'm building up here. So I'm probably gonna need 2 moves. Gonna have to tank a move here, but if it's a Shadow Ball, we'll be able to take it fine. No problemo. And our opponent surrenders. Even if they had 100 energy maxed out, it's 55 energy for a Shadow Ball, 8 energy for each Shadow Claw, so they'd still need 2 more Shadow Claws, so we were good. Zacian in the lead. Kind of tricky, because I'm doing like no fast move damage with my Dragon Tails. I don't sneak in a move, which is unfortunate. He's got double... Oh, okay, but he goes for the Play Rough. Makes sense. He doesn't sneak in a move either, which is good. Earthquake coming through, gets shielded. So I'm aggressively swapping into my Metagross here. If there's like a Steel type in back, I kind of want to lure it out. And there's a Zarude, interesting. And our team kind of struggles against an opposing Zarude. It beats Groudon, it beats Metagross, but at least we have like neutral play against it with Fire Punch, Dragon Tail, and this Steel damage coming in. I decided to let it go, hoping I'd still get to another one, and I do, which is absolutely huge. Metagross putting in work. And he's actually forced to throw, which is amazing. He wanted to retain switch. I decided to Vine Whip down to get a little head start here. Interesting play. I guess I kind of wanted to make him debuff himself. Oh, but he play roughs. Oh, wow. Really good overfarm. And Power Whip takes him out. What's going to be him back? Melmetal. So the reason I come in here is to force him to superpower. Like, force him to throw energy and debuff himself. And I know he's probably going to swap out into his Zarude after to try and catch. But I was like, that's the reason I didn't throw right away, is because I was expecting the catch. And then, as you see there, I'll actually, let's see, 16-13 in case this doesn't work. This is the Dune Bug strat. I didn't tap my screen. I didn't do a fast move. I waited to see if he was going to do a Thunder Shock or if he was going to catch. So for a split second here, I don't tap. I wait to see a Thunder Shock or a catch. And I saw the Thunder Shock, so I tap my move. And this will be able to take out the Melmetal, eliminate the possibility of a catch, and then one Vine Whip does the trick against the opposing Zarude. So a nice game there. Not the best lead. Zarude against our Metagross was kind of tough, but we were able to find a way. Another Tina lead. We like these leads. Not only because Groudon does pretty well here, but Metagross is avoiding it. I usually shield the Shadow Ball. They go for the Shadow Ball more often than the bait. Building up to the Earthquake. Baiting with Fire Punch, because Fire Punch still does a nice deal of damage. I get the bait. I decided to come in with Metagross here, because I know my Metagross isn't going to be very useful against the Giratina. And I shield the Thunder, which is kind of nice. Definitely going to overfarm. Then I go for the Quake, because Meteor Mash wouldn't KO from here. They actually shield, which surprised me. And now I'm just going for the Mash, because Mash almost KOs from here. It'll put it in the red. Boom. He's forced to throw energy. Thunder, that's fine. I don't want to reveal my third Pokemon yet, so I'm probably going to come in with Groudon. One Dragon Tail. Shields are down, so I'm going to be able to Earthquake something, potentially. The Giratina comes back. I go for my Earthquake, just getting it out of here before it gets off a move. Now I've got a somewhat healthy Groudon and a Zarude. In comes Melmetal. Perfect. And since this is its last Pokemon, I'm perfectly comfortable just staying in here. Oh no, is Rise throwing the game? Crap. A little bit of lag there. You saw I tried to throw my Fire Punch, but it kind of caused me to overtap the lag. But because he's debuffed, I figure I can probably take 2 superpowers, and then Zarude actually wins CMP. So I was just planning on waiting for him to throw his superpowers, and then I can Dark Pulse. And yeah, Zarude wins CMP here. Boom. Take out the Mel. And a nice win there. Favorable alignment. And I believe this is the last game of the video. Dialga, good lead. In comes Zacian. We come in Metagross. This is the whole reason we started running Metagross, to counter these Zacian safe swaps. I always let the first one go. And because he got his move off before I threw my move, I'm just going to commit to a full farm down here. So I should be able to just bullet punch this thing all the way down and come out with loads of energy. Not sure what's going to come in. The Dialga comes in. I'm going for the Quake. It gets shielded. Trying to get to another And look at that. Oh my god, did you see that? I felt like I had it and like 3 Dragon Breaths registered before it let me get it off, which was really unfortunate. Would have been really nice to at least get a Meteor Mash off to put it into like Fire Punch range, but now this is looking pretty tough. So we just need to hope that there's something weak to Zarude and back. We get the last shield there, which is huge. I should live this. I should live an Iron Head. Barely. He catches, but it's on his own Zarude. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good. Get some nice chip damage there. And now I just need to make sure I come out of this with enough energy to land a Dark Pulse on the Dialga, and I should be okay. But my one move isn't going to KO this opposing Zarude. So I really got to make sure I overfarm enough. I'm not able to sneak in an extra, unfortunately. But I know he's at most 1 Vine Whip ahead of me, and I figured that was enough health I had to get to it, to survive these Dragon Breaths to get to a Dark Pulse. And we are able to get to the Dark Pulse. So I probably could have thrown maybe 2-3 more Vine Whips against the Zarude, but I felt like it was unnecessary. And we're able to take out the Dialga with the Zarude and get the win. 3 of my favorite Pokemon to use in Master Classic. And we end up going on an 8-2 run, which got us to like number 29 on the global leaderboard. Pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I recommend this team. Master Classic is coming to an end, so we've got Great League for a week and then a Halloween Cup. So I'm looking forward to Great League coming back. It's personally my favorite league. Halloween Cup is going to be fun. I like the themed cups as well for Great League. And yeah, all that said, let's see. So I'm paused there for a sec. Does it show our elo? Yep, 3141. I'm not that high anymore. I'm back down to like the low 3000s right now. But yeah, 3141 with that team. Pretty cool. Got us top 30 on the leaderboard. And I recommend that team if you still got some Master League sets. Go ahead, give it a try. Really weak to Ho-Oh. Pretty weak to Zarude. But as you saw, you can kind of play around it sometimes. So all that said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. All the comments help the YouTube algorithm. And once again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.